Okay, hi everybody, it's Big Bob Kind of. Okay, so Gachiakuta, I have a problem. I am not digging the boss of the Raiders. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry. If I get hate on this video, I get hate on this video. I think he's weak sauce. Yeah, I think he's weak sauce. I really do. Because it sounds to me like this plan is bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. So the plan was, according to his men in the Raiders, was to capture Rudo and to deal with anyone who came out in extras. So if the cleaners came with Rudo, they were going to fight and kill them. Meanwhile, he's with Rudo, and what's he doing? Having a conversation about what? For Rudo to join him to take down Sphere. Listen, this guy is weak sauce to me. He keeps talking to him after how this conversation goes. Oh, why did you join the cleaners? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Listen, what about you, Typhone? That's one of his names. It's like part of his first name is Zaldal Typhone. What about you? You apparently are doing research on the Sphere. Why do you want to take down the Sphere? You don't explain that, do you? No, you don't. Because I can tell you right now, Rudo's motivation is far greater than yours. But I digress. I don't want this to become a rant about this guy. But this guy, to me, all the other Raiders are far more impressive. And listen, I'm pretty sure we're going to get him fighting Rudo and all that stuff. But this conversation crap is annoying. Like, did he actually think Rudo was going to agree with him? Dude, have you not seen Rudo? Have you not seen him talk to other people? Have you not seen how he reacts? Do you realize what he was going to say? Come on. Sorry. But I will, I don't want, like I said, I don't want this to be a rant. But I will say the fighting does happen. And we get some good fights. We do. No, we actually do. I'm going to give this 8.5 out of 10. Only because, listen, I hate to harp on this guy. But to me, he's bad. When he starts fighting Rudo, I'll probably change my opinion and everything between. I'm pretty sure Rudo gets out of this. So this is silly to me because Rudo's motivations is to attack the Angel. Because the Angel is the one who killed his stepfather, Rigto. And the one who basically framed him for being sent from the Sphere to the ground. So that's his motivation. So we already know that. And that's why he wants to go up there. But then, you know, and what's the leader of the Raiders' motivation? We don't know. He just likes talk. He just likes doing research on the Sphere, and he wants to destroy it. But like I said about the fights, they're pretty good. Jabber. Yo, Jabber. Oh, boy. This dude. So, Jabber fights Zanka, which is pretty given. I had a feeling these guys were going to lock up again. They end up fighting in an area where these pools. Now, I'm pretty sure, this could be spoiled there. I think they're fighting inside of a trash beast. I could be wrong. So anyway, Zanka fights Jabber, and this gets really insane. Jabber sees these pools of hot liquid, and he burns himself with it. However, this isn't like a ploy or anything. He absorbs it into his claws. After this sequence, you know, he gets burned a little bit, Zanka, but it's not a big deal. And he tips over this rock with the pool of goo right on top of Jabber. And it seems like he won. No! Because Jabber wasn't going all out. He comes out of the rock with one of his claws is massive, just freaking huge. I can tell you right now, Wolverine would be jealous with envy with this guy. I think it's his right hand that is massive, and he's ready to go. And then Zanka's like, surprised, like, this guy wasn't going all out, what the hell? And then Jabber's like, I hope, you don't just have a stick that you're throwing around all the place. The other fights that are occurring aren't really occurring. We have Engine with this creepy kid who's like saying he's awesome, and he's hiding behind this cabinet. And Engine's like, hey, 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 hey. So it was like a weird scenario. We have Santa Baby. This guy's name? I think his name is Santa Baby. Let me just go back up. Santa Bro, my bad. So we have Santa Bro and Santa Deer against our good friend has come back. Blackbeard. The guy who plays Blackbeard is playing this guy. He says to them that they're underground and stuff. What's this guy's name? I believe his name was... Bundus. Bundus Boglekeet. And he doesn't really say anything. He just sits there. He tells them they're underground and so on and so forth. And the other thing we see the Kaiju kid, but he sees a road. He says, Rochi! And what have you. But the other fight that actually is happening is Reaper against this woman who has a comb. Now, she has a comb, and Reaper's got a scissors, so you figured that Reaper would have a shot at her. Actually, that's not the case. Her name was Nordy Hugh Omozo? Hugh Omozo. But she has a comb, and Reaper's got a scissor, and originally, Reaper says, oh, that, is what it is. But actually, the tables get turned on Reaper. Her item, her gift, instrument, she combs her hair and turns it into electricity. So she's at the disadvantage, Reaper, because she's got a metal scissor and she's got hair made out of electricity. Yeah, that's not a good idea. So that's basically the two fights we do get that are in full gear. Zanka against Jabber, and Reaper against Nordo. I can't say your name. Sorry. But that's basically the episode. Now, listen, I think I have a problem with. Go back and forth with fights. That's the only problem I really have with this episode. What they're going to be doing. But listen, I'm sorry I'm not all in on this boss guy for the Raiders, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. They take out Amo and steal her boots. And he tries to give it to Rudo. So I'm thinking, okay, so isn't the logical explanation here is to steal Rudo's gloves and to use it for yourself? To beat him mercilessly, steal his gloves, and then, okay, you got the full set. But instead, he's like, I need you to join me to defend the state. Why? I understand this guy's uber with the sphere research, but to me, I don't see it. When they start fighting, okay, I'll see it. But for this conversation between the two is going nowhere. Because come on. You gotta realize, dude. Rudo is not going to answer your questions. He's not. Because he's too hard-headed, and he's full of rage for what you did to Amo and the cleaners, and that's the way it is. At least from my point of view. To me, it's like, okay, what's the point? You should just fight. Having this conversation is going nowhere. He's not going to join you. He's not. Because what you want to do and what Rudo wants to do are not the same thing. Rudo wants to kill the angel because the angel killed his stepfather. And he wants to take out the people who did him wrong for the whole, sending him to the ground thing, the pit. What you want to do is take out the sphere because you want to research the sphere and all this other crap. Come on. Sorry, guys, if this is becoming kind of a rant, but logistically, I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good episode. I like what the fights are. I like where it's going. It's because you don't know what's going to happen now because Zanka looks like he's freaking fucked, and it looks like Reaper is also. So I wonder how they're gonna get out of this. Of course, Engine and the other guy and the Kaiju kid, they're not doing. We'll see. This is Bankai 22. Sorry, Reaper boss, writer boss, but I am not. I don't like what you're selling. Go back to the store. See you guys later.